A communication guru and Vice-Chancellor of Federal University Kashere Gombe State, Professor Umaru Pate, has urged media practitioners to reinforce their capacity on new modern technology so as to remain relevant in the industry. He gave the charge in a lecture at the sideline of a 3-day conference organized by the Association of Nigerian Health Journalists in collaboration with the WHO in Nasarawa State. Professor Pate said the global effect of social media requires more financial and training commitments by all actors in the industry to boost content on various disease outbreaks in order to meet the citizens' demand for information dissemination. This is the 6th annual conference of the Association of Nigerian Health Journalists, co-hosted by the World Health Organization, Institute of Human Virology, Mary Stopes, and African Health Budget Network. The theme of the conference is Health Security, UHC and ANHEJ. How can Nigeria get it right? The role of the media in perspective. FP 2030 target. Is Nigeria on track? Members raised concern on how to shape the health agenda by creating awareness of universal health coverage, particularly as Nigeria is getting closer to the global target by 2030. Consequently, this has been the major drive of the World Health Organization in countries such as Nigeria to ensure equitable and affordable healthcare service, especially for the vulnerable. To this end, this expert says media houses must be committed to enhancing best practice in order to accommodate demand-driven media content.
For us to invest hugely, get this equipment, fix them, and our staff cannot use them, or they end up damaging them. This will be disastrous. So these are the realities all over the world. This is like a period of transition for the media to transit from the old ways to the new ways, because habits of people are also changing. We are now talking about demand-driven media, where people can decide on when and how and what they want to consume from the media at any point in time. So we have to be able to position ourselves. Otherwise, the competition coming from the social media, digital media, and the online media will be so stiff to the extent that it will completely render organizations that are not willing to change obsolete with a very, very short time to come. And our young people are no longer connected to a lot of this conventional media. So it is necessary and incumbent on us in the conventional media sector, owned by government or individuals, to shift. And the shift can only be done for us by getting the right funding to invest in technologies that will produce acceptable content that will be relevant, that will link us with our audience.
It's important that we put our brains to task in these few days and come up with workable suggestions for the government and other stakeholders to take a look at. Governments at all levels must also take the issues of the health of our people very serious. In fact, it should be at the top priority of every level of government.
Participants at the event commended the WHO and other donors for being committed to health journalist training, as they vowed to utilize the knowledge in reporting health issues to achieve universal health coverage in the country.
A lot of health challenges in the sector, and not just about the challenges, but the opportunities to make things better, especially in the area of universal health coverage, which is just like, Nigeria is just barely 7 years to the target. There are lots of gaps, and this workshop has exposed me to those gaps and how I can help this country achieve the targets through reportage.
The workshop organized for the health journalists is apt, considering the theme of the topic and what we have learned so far from our resource persons. We have a duty as journalists to disseminate information on how the public assess health.
As part of the association strategies to encourage partners and journalists, a presidential award was given to excellent and dedicated persons to further promote in-depth reportage in the health sector. Vincent Okushi, KTV News, Abuja.